Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another lovely day. I just thought I would do this review. I'll switch the camera around on a Jaguar S-Type. It's a kind of love or hate car to people. I personally, I do really like them, but this car in particular, a good friend of ours, he bought this car brand spanking new. It'll be about 22 years ago, 1999. It's on either an S or a T plate. It's had private plates on from new, so I don't even know what the original reg is. And I always remember when the car was brand spanking new, it only had a couple of miles on the clock. And at the time, I don't even think I could drive. And he took me out for a drive in this car, and it's something I've never forgotten. Back in the day, in 1999, I'll show you inside. It's got it's got a lot of optional extras on it. Where you could, one of them which amazed me was you could tell the car what to do. So you would speak to it and say climate control, 22 degrees, air conditioning on and off. That was quite big back in 1999. It isn't nowadays, but back then it was. But this car, up until a few years ago, had next to no miles on this. This guy has garaged this car from brand new, and I mean a proper garage, central heated garage. It was immaculate. It didn't use, this car had crazy low mileage on, like 20,000 mile on, up until, because he's recently just let his son start to use the car. So the miles have gone up. I think it's got about 59,000 on, which is still incredibly low for a 1999 car. But if he had kept this car in the garage and not had all these miles piled on, if it still had like 20,000 mile, it would be it still is a corker. But these cars suffer terribly badly underneath for corrosion. I mean really bad. They fall to bits and everything. But this car, when he first got it, he brought it in and we got it fully coated under. Well, he took it to Jaguar for a while, but we still did the odd little bit to it. Until he realised he was getting ripped off with the insane prices at the charge. But we fully undersealed it with clear wax oil. So underneath, this one is probably one of the best you would find, unless somebody else has got one who's had it from new and had it undersealed from new. But there can't be that many about now. So anyways, I'll open the bonnet. They do a few of these. They do a 2.5 V6, which I've drove before, and not very nice. That quite underpowered. It's a big car like this with a 2.5 V6. They do a 3 litre, which you can see on the badge, a 3 litre V6, which is personally my favourite, and they also do a V8. I'm not quite sure of the city. I think it's a 4 litre, or a 4.2. Nice, lovely, but very, very thirsty. Not saying that this is frugal on fuel, but it's nothing like what one of those would be. I just need to try and find the bonnet catch. It's been a while since I've there we go, straight away. It's actually running there, it's lovely. Really nice engine. These actually have been used in Jaguar for a lot of years. It was developed with Daimler. I'm not sure if the body of the car has anything to do with Daimler or not, but definitely the engine was developed with Daimler and Ford. Unfortunately, actually, I could be incorrect. I'm not sure if these engines have a lot of development with Ford, but nevertheless, it's a very nice V6 engine. One job I don't particularly like doing on them is the spark plugs, because you can get those ones lovely. This side, got to remove all the inlet manifold. Why companies do that is beyond me, but still, they're platinum plugs. You don't have to do them all the time. It's not a regular thing. So, as you can see with this, for a T-Reg car, looking down the chassis down there and stuff, it's still all green. It's got the factory paint on it. Another common issue these have is this water system hose. There's a big network of hoses at the front which are terrible for leaking, but this car had them replaced, and it's been regularly serviced by us, so it's spot on. But yeah, really nice engine. I'll shut the bonnet there. So the owner got a few options. You got the winter pack, so you've got the headlamp washers, front fogs. I'll just cover the number plate, but back in the day, he's still got the tax on. And if you look again, this is another good point to these ones. With it being a T-Reg car, it's PLG tax. So if this was a 51 plate, 2001, Y-Reg or newer, you'd be paying about 330, I think it's more now, 330, 340 tax. And some of the ones that went after 55 and 06 plate, they're £500 and £600 tax. Beauty with this one, it's on the old band of tax, so I think it's only about £260, something like that. So you benefit from the cheap tax. You also benefit from, on the exhaust emissions, with it being an older car, it goes under the slightly lower amount, like before 2002, so they're not so strict on that. So I'll go around. There's a few other options, obviously factory fitted options, that is. Parking sensors, remember it's a 99 car. Nice twin exhausts. They have got a very nice sound when you're driving these, but they're almost silent when they're just taking over. Detachable tow bar fitted to it as well, which is quite nice. That's in the boot. I'll show on the boot, but it's actually in to have a new battery fitted. So that's just but it's got the factory fitted alloy. I'm sure back in the day you had a tracker fitted to this car, which was a very rare thing to have back then. That caused a few problems though. Yeah, so moving round, I quite like the colour as well. It's like an olive kind of green. It's just a bit different than your usual British racing green and stuff. It will have a name. I'm not that clued up on Jaguars to know. You may have watched some of my other videos, but they're another good tyre to have as well. Kumos had 4 matching Kumos fitted. These Jaguars, there was something mentioned about them, about needing to have a special Pirelli P6000 Jaguar tyre on them, but they don't make them no more now, but these are just as good to use. Obviously the car, it hasn't had a valet in a while, so the wheels are a bit dirty and stuff, but it is the middle of winter, so we can't expect it to be immaculate. So I'll just jump in. Again, a few of the options. I'll see how I can manage inside first. Obviously it's got the full electric seat system on it. I'll just jump in. Oh, I love this colour interior. It's really nice in these cars. It goes well with the wood. They do the black leather ones, but I think in a Jaguar it's nice to have this. It's got the full climate control system. Believe it or not, on these early Jaguars, you didn't often get heated seats and things in them. I don't know why, but this has got the full heated seat system. It's also got again, another rarity in these. It's in an odd place, but the electric folding mirrors. They were rare, and I've not seen many S-types with electric folding mirrors. Usual 4 electric windows. That's nothing unusual on these. Your lights, but another optional extra again was the sunroof. I have not seen many S-types with a factory fitted sunroof. I'm not going to touch it with it not being my car, just in case it opens and doesn't close, but I'll assume it does work. I'm not going to fiddle around with things too much. I'll try and get to the mileage. As you can see there, 59,000. But if I did a check, I may upload it. This car really did have silly low miles on up until just recently. I would have done, like I said, this is the optional extra I come with, was the voice control. But I'm not sure if that'll work because it's just had a new battery fitted and the radio and everything needs the code put in. But it's obviously got your cruise control. Again, there's a few. I had a V-Reg, one of these, similar age to this, and it didn't come with cruise control. So weird why Jaguars wouldn't just come with that as standard, but they don't. Everything was an option. We'll try talking to this. See, I'm not sure. I don't think it's probably working. See, it's got all the options up here as well. These are what options. They're for the parking sensors, factory fitted ones, but this as well. The rear blind, electric rear blind, that was an option. That still works lovely. All these things you think come free with these luxury cars, but they don't. You've got all your trip computer up here. I'm not going to fiddle around too much with the settings, but you know, range 0 miles. It'll be this. The battery's been disconnected, so it's affected all the fuel levels on it. Everything's at 0 for that same reason. Yeah, I'm like I've said, this voice control system is not working because I need to code the radio in, and I'll not be doing that on video. But you know, you've got all the climate control. You can change that from Fahrenheit to climate, and you know, everything. 99 car, the air const was just running before, clicks in, ice cold, works perfect. You know, you've got all these nice little areas. On the really high spec ones of these, you could actually get a TV screen in here. But again, I find they outdate quite quickly nowadays. You get traction control, and that's either sport mode or snow mode. I don't know. I'm not that clued up. Little, you know, lots of little cubby holes on them. And it's got, you know, your average like headlamp leveling, fuel cap release, bonnet boot release, automatic headlamps, rain sensing wipers. as you can see, you know, that's your Ford Mondeo mirror. There's your bits of Ford coming into it. But yeah, like, you know, 1999, you know, rain sensing wipers, automatic lights, they're a good thing to have. Automatic dip dim rear mirror, one of my favourite things to have on a car. And again, one you may not see through here, but with it being a Ford developed vehicle, you get the proper full heated windscreen, which anybody who owns a Ford, you will know how brilliant these are in the winter. Again, Jaguar got to use that. So yeah, I'll move on into the back. Just turn that off. Again, all the seats automatically move back as what are when you put the key in, which is a nice feature. The only thing is, you know, you've got your old Ford Mondeo key. I'm sure Jaguar could, and that's your transit van fob. You know, they've developed this car quite nice. Why would it have been that difficult to just make a proper Jaguar key? But obviously it'll be under license with Ford and stuff. There'll be reasons behind that. But as you can see, when you put the key in, all the seat moves in, the steering wheel moves down. That's rather concerning. But when you pull it out, and if somebody shorter than you's been in the car previously, and you put the key in, the car starts to crush you up against the steering wheel. I don't know if there's any security systems in, but it's a little bit worrying when you put the key in and the seat starts going miles forward. So, oh, and it's got the memory function as well there, like 1 and 2. So like if there's 2 people driving the car, you just press 1 and 2. But that actually affects all your mirrors, seat, the steering wheel column moves up and down electrically, so it gets to the perfect driving position every time you get in and out. That's a good feature to have. I'm not going to go too much through the back. I'm just going to move a bit of paperwork just so it can't be seen. So obviously the back's just pretty much is what it is. You know, you've got your electric windows. You know, as I've shown you, you've got the electric blind in the back. Nice armrest, and you've got your ventilation in the rear. So it's just your standard car in the back. So, yep. So there's the review on a Jaguar S-Type. I must admit these are the earlier. There's like a phase 1 and a phase 2. I think the phase 2 come in about, when was it? Somewhere around 2003. And the main feature, they didn't change much on the outside. There was just a lot of changes on the inside. And one of them is, there you go, your old-fashioned handbrake. They put an electronic handbrake in. Rubbish. And they changed bits on the dashboard with like touch screens and everything. They did look a bit more modern, but I personally like the phase 1 like this much better. This is definitely a car, given the chance, if the guy ever decided to sell it, it would be another one I would love to, I really would like enjoy owning this car, because I've had involvement with it from new. So yeah, there's my review on your Jaguar S-Type. If you like it, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.